Hi, I'm Larry with Motoring Specialist. Today we're going to be talking about oil changes. Modern cars do not need an oil change every 3,000 miles. The 3,000 mile oil change came from cars in the 80s. They weren't built that reliably. They contaminated the oil quite quickly, and they need to be serviced often to keep that car going. Today we don't need to do that, but when do you need an oil change? What's the right time to change your oil? So a generic standard that we use is for your Asian domestic vehicles, so your Ford, your Chevys, your Hondas and Toyotas, things like that. We're gonna say every 5,000 miles. That's a really good point to change your oil on those vehicles. And if you own a European vehicle, so your BMW, your Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagens, we're gonna say at 7,500 miles. This is gonna be a sooner specification than the manufacturer actually recommends. And we're gonna discuss why we recommend doing it a little sooner. Many people are gonna say, but my car has a service light, why would I do it sooner? Like we're gonna see, like, let's say this BMW, it has a 15,000 mile oil service. I'm gonna tell you why that is terrible, why you should never do that. So at Motoring Specialist, we specialize in European cars, so we see a lot of BMWs. When we see the BMWs that come in that have adhered to that 15,000 mile oil service interval, the things that we see a lot of are oil leaks that are happening prematurely. And when we go take off the oil filter, it's falling apart in our hands as we're trying to take it out of the car. You should be servicing way sooner than this. So why is this stuff happening? Why are we seeing more oil leaks, oil filters falling apart at these 15,000 mile oil service intervals? The oil has a service life. It's getting contaminated by combustion gases from the engine normal running, breaking down the oil. The oil have additive packages. Those are deteriorating with heat cycles. So every time you start your car, run it and turn it back off, that's a heat cycle. You're doing this repeatedly every day. All those things make the oil kind of break down or deteriorate. At about 10,000 miles, the oil is complete useless. And so we need to get it out before then. We want to see that oil change before we have a complete breakdown of the oil packages so that we don't have engine damage, gasket damage, oil filter damage. It doesn't apply to this BMW, but another thing that we see that's very costly to our customers that neglect their oil changes on time is on your Volkswagen Audis. They have a timing chain. That timing chain is very, very prone to worn. The most common we see it is people that are adhering to that 10,000 mile oil service interval. That chain has no bearings. It's just a metal on metal contact, and there's a very small amount of oil in that chain that keeps that thing lubricated. When the oil is deteriorated, it just makes that chain stretch and stretch and stretch and eventually needs to be replaced. That is a very costly repair that can be avoided. So you may be asking yourself, if all these oil changes at 10,000, 15,000 miles are no good for the car, why did the manufacturer ever put these service intervals out there? It's real simple. They're trying to show a low cost of ownership, and they're also trying to make the car be more environmentally friendly. They're trying to have an EPA rating that's better. That's their whole goal. They're just trying to cut costs and make it look better on their reports. We were not trying to sell you guys more oil changes. We really want to see you guys have a better service life out of your car, have your car maintained better, give you better utility. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe. We're trying to demystify auto repair.